Near Protocol just dropped something wild. They're building digital twins that will vote on behalf of DAO members. Yeah, you heard that right. AI versions of yourself making governance decisions while you sleep. But before you panic about robots taking over, there's a technical setup brewing on the charts that could send Near's price absolutely parabolic. We're talking 51% upside potential if one key level breaks. And trust me, this isn't your average hopium. The pattern is textbook, and the timing, suspiciously perfect. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I break down crypto news and chart analysis without the fluff, just actionable insights you can actually use. Do me a favor and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Alright, let's dive in. So the Near Foundation just unveiled plans for a digital twin system during Token 2049 in Singapore. Lane Reddig, a researcher at Near, explained that these AI-powered twins will study how you vote, learn your preferences, and eventually cast votes on your behalf when you're not around. The goal? Fix the embarrassing voter turnout problem that's been plaguing DAOs for years. According to Reddig, most DAOs see turnout rates between 15 and 25%. That's pathetic. And when participation is that low, a tiny group of whales can hijack governance, push through sketchy proposals, and basically run the show. We've seen governance attacks happen across multiple protocols, where large token holders exploit low turnout to ram through self-serving changes. Near's digital twin aims to solve this by keeping everyone represented, even the silent majority. Now here's where it gets interesting. This isn't Near's first rodeo with AI governance. Earlier this year, they introduced something called the House of Stakeholders, which brought AI roles into blockchain governance, AI assistants, AI delegates, and get this, even the possibility of an AI CEO. Yeah, they're going full Skynet over there, but in a productive way. And they're not alone. The Ethereum Foundation recently formed an AI team with the ERC 8004 proposal, aiming for trustless AI integration. Fetch AI teamed up with SingularityNet and Ocean Protocol to create the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Cardano, Avalanche, and other Layer 1 protocols are all racing to integrate AI. There's clearly a first-mover advantage play happening here, and Near is positioning itself aggressively in this space. But hold on. Let's talk about the elephant. Wait, scratch that. Let's talk about the obvious concern everyone's thinking. Are we really comfortable with AI making financial decisions for us? Reddig addressed this. He emphasized that humans will still have the final say on major issues. Anything involving large sums of money or strategic pivots will require human approval. The digital twin isn't replacing you. It's acting as your assistant. It'll summarize proposals, send reminders about important votes, and basically make sure you stay informed without drowning in governance fatigue. The rollout happens in stages. First, they're launching simple advisory tools that give context and recommendations. Later, the system could represent groups with similar voting patterns. Eventually, it'll handle individual representation. Near's main DAO, the Near Digital Collective, is already testing a tool called Pulse to track community discussions. They're not rushing this, they're stress testing before going full throttle. Now here's my take. This could either be brilliant or a complete disaster, depending on execution. If the digital twin genuinely reflects member intent and prevents governance apathy, it's revolutionary. But if the AI starts making decisions based on flawed data or gets gamed by bad actors, we're opening Pandora's box. The margin for error here is razor thin. Alright, enough governance talk. Let's talk price action because Near is setting up something juicy on the charts. Near has pumped 15% this week, and the technical formation screaming at us right now is a rounding bottom pattern. For those unfamiliar, a rounding bottom is a bullish reversal structure that forms after a prolonged downtrend. It signals that sellers are exhausted and buyers are gradually stepping in, creating a smooth, curved base before the next leg up. According to the chart data, Near got rejected from $3.37 back in February 2025 and corrected all the way down to $1.80, where buyers finally said enough. Since then, Near has been forming higher lows, carving out that classic rounded shape. Right now, Near is hovering around $3.09, testing the neckline resistance between $3.06 and $3.37. This neckline is critical. If Near breaks decisively above $3.37, the rounding bottom confirms, and we're looking at an initial target near $4.85. But the full breakout projection? That's $6.13, a clean 51% upside from current levels. That's not moonboy math, that's technical analysis 101. Now, a well-known technical analyst would tell you that rounding bottoms don't always break on the first attempt. We could see a minor pullback toward the $2.40 to $2.60 support zone before the real breakout happens. That's normal price behavior, especially if neckline resistance holds temporarily. But the structure is there, the setup is there. All we need now is volume confirmation and a decisive close above $3.37. Here's why I'm paying attention to near beyond just the chart setup. The timing of this AI governance announcement and the technical formation lining up isn't random. Big projects don't just drop major innovation updates during consolidation phases. They strategically release news when they're ready to move. Think about it. Near is positioning itself as a leader in AI blockchain integration while simultaneously building a technical base that could launch the price into a new bullish cycle. That's not a coincidence. That's coordination. And look at the competitive landscape. Ethereum, Cardano, Fetch AI, SingularityNet, they're all racing toward AI integration. But Near is taking a unique approach by focusing on governance first. Most projects are building AI for execution layers or smart contract optimization. Near is saying, what if we fix the broken governance model first and use AI to make DAOs actually functional? That's smart. Because if they crack the governance problem, they'll attract more serious projects, more institutional interest, and more developers who are sick of whale-dominated DAOs. It's a moat-building strategy disguised as an innovation play. All right, folks, now let's talk risk management because I'm not here to sell you hope. If Near fails to break above $3.37 and instead breaks down below the $2.40 support, this entire thesis falls apart. The rounding bottom would be invalidated, and we'd likely see Near drift back toward $1.80 or even lower. That's the bearish scenario, and it's absolutely on the table if buyers don't show up with conviction. Also, the digital twin rollout could face massive backlash if execution is sloppy. Crypto Twitter will roast any hint of centralization or AI overreach. Near needs flawless implementation, transparent communication, and bulletproof security. One scandal, one exploit, one poorly explained decision by an AI twin, and the whole project gets branded as authoritarian tech dystopia. The reputation risk is real. But assuming they execute well, and based on their staged rollout plan, it seems like they're being cautious. Near could legitimately lead the next wave of AI governance integration. And if that happens while the price breaks out of a textbook bullish reversal pattern, we're looking at a perfect storm of fundamental and technical catalysts. So, where does this leave us? Near Protocol is making a bold move into AI-powered governance with digital twins, tackling one of crypto's most annoying problems: low voter turnout and governance apathy. The rollout is staged, the risks are being addressed, and the competitive positioning is strong. On the charts, Near is sitting at a critical inflection point. The rounding bottom pattern is nearly complete, the neckline is being tested, and if bulls break $3.37 with volume, we could see a 51% rally towards $6.13. But if support breaks, the setup fails, and we're back to square one. My take? Keep Near on your watch list. This isn't financial advice, but the setup is too clean to ignore. Whether you're bullish on AI integration or just hunting for technical setups, Near deserves your attention right now. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Do you trust AI to vote on your behalf in DAOs, or is this a slippery slope? I'm curious what you all think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp out there. As always, this is not financial advice. Cryptocurrency is volatile, and you can lose money. Always do your own research, manage your risk, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. See you next time.